Martin, it's job done. How do you assess the performance tonight?
I'm delighted, absolutely delighted. We started off, other than the first 2 minutes, we started off like a house on fire, and we pressed strongly, got our rewards, and there we were, to a certain extent, coasting at 3-0. We allowed them back into the game just before half-time, and obviously the second goal that they score resurrects the game for them. So worrying few minutes then after that, then Trustees gets the goal for us. But overall, it was terrific effort. They pressed, and the pressing really early on was actually the key to everything. We won the game from that, and we can learn. We can learn. You know, not every team can keep pressing and pressing and pressing. Very few can keep it going for the length of time. But what we have to learn is, if we're not pressing, then to be careful. You know, be careful of balls in behind us and things like that. But overall, delighted.
As a manager and as a coaching staff, how much pleasure do you take from seeing the team executing exactly what you've asked?
Well, yes, exactly. I think that's a very good point. You do take a lot of heart and a lot of pleasure from it, but at the end of the day, the players still have to do it, and they worked tirelessly again tonight. And yeah, listen, there's parts of the game that we given the ball away, you know, when we probably shouldn't have done. But overall, I commend the team. They were terrific.
There was a deal of an element of simplicity about the first goal in particular, where Kieran's picked it up, but it's a place we're not used to seeing him moving onto his right foot, setting it up lovely.
All from the corner kick, absolutely. So it was really brilliant, because we had the extra man, we used the extra man, and it was a great start for us.
As you go into the second half, it goes back to 3-2. Was there a moment there where your heart perhaps skipped a beat?
Of course. Well, it does all the time, in all honesty, you know. And but you know, from the position of strength that we were in, for it to be clawed back 3-2, of course it's worrying, because we needed to win the game tonight.
Football's a game of confidence, so what does this do for the squad? You're into the next round, and now you're back to domestic duties at the weekend.
Back again, no, that's the first thing. It's great. We'll enjoy it this evening for a little while, and then get our minds ready for Sunday. That's all we can do.
And I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but the choice is Ferencváros, managed by Robbie Keane, or a trip to Stuttgart, which is somewhere you might have fond memories of, a side you met back in 2003.
I was just told that's one of the two. And what will we know that tomorrow or something like that? Is it? Okay, so it is what it is. We would have got long odds, us being in the group after 4 games, particularly my first game against Michelin. We would have got long odds about us being in there in the knockout stages, but we're there, and we have another night at Celtic Park.